everyone and welcome to Thursday's arithmetic walkthrough. So, question number 1, 1/4 of 20. Now, 1/4 means that 20 is being split into 4 parts. So we can draw a bar model to help us with this. And there we go. So a bar model split into 4 parts. So we need to figure out how much 1/4 of 20 would be. So one way of doing it is to get your pen or your coloured pencil and share the 20 across the 4 sections equally. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on until you get to 20. Then we need to still pay attention to this number here. We only need to know 1/4. So I'm just going to count one section of the bar model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is one method. Another method would be looking at your times tables. So the 4 times table. So I could divide it by 4. So 20 divided by 4 would be, pause the video now and have a little think about it. Okay, now let's move on to question number 2. 2.9 and 0.2 equals. Now for this we can have a little bit of a recap about the decimal point and what is the other side of the decimal point. Now 2 and 0 are in the ones column. Now over here you can see a place value grid. You can see my decimal point is splitting this bit right down the middle here. So if I was to write 2.9 into this grid, it would look like this. Now this shows you here, this column here tells you that beyond the decimal point, these numbers are called tenths. So if it's called tenths, how many do you need in order to make 1, 1? Pause the video now and have a little think. Yes, 10. So if I added 0.1 to this, this would turn into a 3. Well done. So we're going to use our column method to help us here. So I'm going to draw it out for you now. Here we go. So it's the same as any addition using the column method. This time we just have the decimal point. Now we know that we carry or exchange whenever one column has 10 or more in it, well 9 or more. So we already know that we need to exchange into this column because there's already 9 here and I'm going to add something to it. So 9 add 2. I'm going to use my head and my fingers to help me with this. So 9 add 2, 9, 10, 11. So we have 1/10 because that is this side. So 1/10 because we're this side of the decimal point. So I'm going to put the decimal point in to help me too. And then I'm going to carry that 1 over, because remember we're not making a 10 here, we're moving it into the ones column from the tenths column. So the 1 is over here. Now we have 2 add 0 add 1, which would give us, pause the video now and have a little go. I'm not going to give the answer away just yet. Okay, so there you go, 2.9 add 0.2. Don't forget you can come back to each question when you need it and we will do the answers right at the end. So number 3, 56 times 1. We're going to use again our column method to help us. Okay, there we go. So 56 times 1. Now you may know this already, but it's just a chance for us to practice the column method for multiplication. So I start with my green pen. 1 times 6 in the ones column I know is 6. And then my red pen to help me with the next part. 1 times the 50 is going to be 50. There we go. Okay. Number 4 then. A box holds 60 bananas. Jacob has 3 boxes of bananas. He gives out 28 bananas to his class. How many bananas does Jacob have left? Now again, this is a two-step problem for us to solve. So I'm going to split it into two problems for you. I'm going to use UDC to figure out what I need to do first. Here's my pen. So a box holds 60 bananas. That's important. That's how many's in one box. Jacob has 3 boxes. So do I know how much Jacob starts with? No. So that is question 1. I need to do 60 times how many boxes? 60 times 3. So that is part 1 of that question. But then he gives out 28 bananas to his class. How many bananas does Jacob have left? So step 1, find out how many bananas Jacob has. Step 2, take away the bananas he's given to his class. Then you'll have how many are left. Okay, so pause the video now because in a second or so I am going to post the answers on this video. So go back through it as many times as you need to help you answer them, and then watch after this point here to have the answers. Okay, there we go. Those are the answers. So a quarter of 20 is 5, 2.9 adds 0.2, 3.1, 56 times 1, 56, and then for question 4, a box holds 60 bananas, 60 times 3 was 180, he gives out 28 bananas, how many does he have left? I needed to do 180, take away 28. There we go. Thank you very much for joining.